It's so bittersweet. Like a smile through bloodied teeth.
What's the matter? You look disappointed.
Oh, the bandit clans are gone. I hear another turned back at the southern plains, just at a sniff of the legend we carved.
That's what all this bloodshed was for, to end the bandit threat.
But now there's nothing left to kill. Unless... No.
I guess this is our last farewell.
After all we've been through, this isn't the place for that. There's a mesa south of Meridian with a view of the spear shafts. Meet me there.
Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. So haven't played this for like 2 weeks-ish. Almost exactly. I'm recording this 11 hours before it comes out, so yeah. So last time or after I played it last time, I ran around, and as you can see, I've gotten almost everything. I've unlocked the majority of the campfires. I didn't bother going for the ones that were like the ones that I'm missing. There's not really anything around them. Like if I was going somewhere and I saw a campfire, like there's dim bones, I might need to go there for a quest later, so I made sure I got the campfire next to it. But then there's like these two here, and there just didn't really seem to be a point. Now also, there's this vantage point here. Now if you look at this part of the map, it looks special because like it's a little bit off to the side, like this little section here. When you look at it from the side, it's like that looks important, right? Got a road leading right up to that. That's going to be a thing. So I did actually start to climb there. As you can see, I did get the campfire. And then once you climb up from the campfire, she mentioned something. I don't know. Well, you'll hear because I'll go and get this one on camera at some point. I'm assuming that we're going to be sent here for the main quest is the thing, right? So did that, and then she just mentioned something, and I was like, that's fine. So I kept going, but then once I climbed up here, I actually got a cutscene, so I decided to just say, fuck it. But got all the collectibles. So gonna head on over to Meridian. Oh, look at that. I didn't know that was a thing you could do. Was never really necessary, it seemed, but whatever. So yeah, we're gonna head over to Meridian and turn in the rest of the collectibles that I got and see if we get anything good. I don't really know what they could give us besides just like really good mods for my weapons. That's pretty much the only thing I could think of that would be worth it. Other than that, I've unlocked a couple. I've seen a couple new side quests pop up in the one town that I went through or past, I guess. And I think besides the quests that we already have, that's it, really. Like, it's another one of those games where it like the map is way more daunting. Like the map is not bigger than it needs to be. I don't want to say that, but the size of the map leads you to think that there is going to be more, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, because there are a good amount of games where they do have a big map and they do have quests that take you all over the place, but a lot of those quests are more or less the same thing. Like if you take a game like Skyrim, right? I mean, if you follow like the main quest lines, like no Radiant quests, you're probably going to end up going to like, at best, I'd say like 15% of the locations that's on that map. And then if you start going into like the Radiant quests, you'll this one, I don't know which one of these missions I need. Oh, right, I can check. Radiant quests, you could put, what the hell does that say? Vessel collect. I don't know what that one is. Could potentially go like up to like 80%, but like every quest is gonna be like go there and do the thing. Like you don't actually need a quest
Yes,
for it.
I remember you. Did you find the vessels I seek?
There it is.
Yes, yes. Trade quickly. I have work to do.
Yeah, whatever. Treasure boxes. Boop. Take that. Take that. Oh, I hadn't turned in any of the... Oh, I guess I probably didn't have any of the vessel boxes, eh? Oh, yeah, he sells the maps too. Alright.
I will leave you to the hunt. Be sure to delve into the ruins.
Well, I can't find anything else. I was gonna say it's weird that he's not like, hey, you found them all, or have like some special thing for turning them all in, but at the same time, machine resources, oh, flower collectibles, that's one. At the same time, would be weird if he knew that was all of them. I mean, I realize, I don't know. I mean, they do that a lot in games, obviously, where like, you get all the collectibles and then he's like, hey, you found them all, yeah. And then in some games it makes sense because of what the collectible is. It's like it's a set of things.
Everyone
and they
needs
know
a
what the
splash
set
of
is.
color in their lives.
This
you're
one
back.
wouldn't really make sense.
Did you bring me something lovely?
You sure?
Let us haggle over this beautiful
Alright.
bounty.
So like, I feel like all the quests in this, right? Because I turned in 1 and 3. I didn't have all of Mark IIs at the time. I feel like all of
Till
the
we meet
quests
again,
in this
my
game,
noble Nora. A moment of your...
because like electric artifact, there it is. I think.
Time, Outlander?
But like the Radiant quest in Skyrim is like they're called Radiant quests, and it's more or less what I would consider like garbage quests, where it's like if you're gonna be exploring stuff, you're gonna end up doing exactly what those quests are. And usually the reward from the quest is nothing. Like I think most
Back
of
from the
quests
wilds.
in Skyrim, the
Find
reward
any
is like
Banuk
100
relics.
gold, and it's like, ooh, what would he fucking do, right?
You ready? Let's trade then.
So I'd rather just not have those, just to fill it out. Like,
Come on back if you find any Banuk goods.
Yeah.
Found any Banuk relics in the...
But yeah, like I'd rather just not have them. Oh my god, alright, but it's all like fucking shock or like traps and shit. I keep forgetting that I get these boxes every once in a while. Like the machine scavenger boxes I get from Dead Machines, obviously. The resource supply box, I keep forgetting that when I pick those up, that's actually a thing I need to open. So let's see, what was in the reward box? Just a bunch of mods. Box 2, another bunch of green mods. No, wow. Alright, just green mods all over the place. Oh, there we go. Purple weapon coil. Or 2 purple weapon coils. Kudiv's reward box 2, that would be the flower guy. And just more green mods. Let's see, did I get anything better than green out of them? Oh, I got a blue out of that one, blue out of that one. I got purple there. Another blue. Another blue, another blue, another blue. Alright. So all in all, meh. I mean, whoopity-doo. Nothing really too special, but I guess that's to be expected at this point. I mean, I'm far enough into the game now that... Oh, right, that's not it. That, like, there's not going to be that much that it can really give me that'll be much of a reward. But yeah, like, the collectibles were good in it, though. I mean, I've had definitely worse collectibles. I think they did it a lot better with the way they handled, like, the treasure maps, because if you take a game like Assassin's Creed 2 or, you know, those ones where they sell maps to the collectibles, because I guess Origins and Odyssey don't really have collectibles, do they? Huh. I never really thought of that. But anyway, I mean, they have viewpoints and that's it. Okay. Let's see, Nil has been here.
No. I did wonder on my way here. Well, if you were luring me into an ambush.
Where's the fun in that? Some bandit sprawl would never have done for our arena. But this, much better. There's a sense of drama. So, what do you say? How about we try to kill each other?
Yeah.
Wait. You brought me out here to ask if I want to fight you?
To the death. We'll savor it because we only get this one time.
Actually, I don't know what else I expected. I'm flattered that you think of me this way, but I don't want to kill you.
Don't be hasty. When it's life against death, hunter against hunter, I know it'll come to you.
Is that really what you want, Nil? You know, I don't think you have a death wish. What you have might be worse, but I see there might be a need for you in this world.
I don't understand.
I won't fight you. That's my decision. You can respect it, or try to shoot me in the back as I go.
Then it's over. Your last arrow is the cruelest.
I imagine if you fight him, you don't kill him, because I would guess that he's going to show up during the last fight. But what the fuck was I just talking about? Collectible. Because like the collectibles, right? Like in Assassin's Creed and that, it's like you buy the collectibles map and it's like, boom, it's right there. Like you look at this. Whoops, where the fuck am I? Over here. What the hell's that quest? Oh. But like you look at this and it's like, hey, it's in this circle somewhere. And in this game, I mean, the vantage points are usually a little different because obviously it's going to be like at a high point that can see whatever impressive thing, like structure or whatever is around you. But like, for like the flowers and that, right? It's a lot harder because it could literally be anywhere in that circle, right? Like you can look at like, and there was times where I would show up to a place and I'm like, I see that looks suspicious. That's probably where a thing is. And it wasn't there. It was just over like in some other spot. And it's like, oh, well, look, they tricked him. They tricked me. All right. So I got to old acquaintances up there. I think I had something down here. All the way down here. It's collateral, apparently, whatever the fuck that one is. Oh, go free his family. Yeah, fuck it. We'll go do that. Why not? But yeah, I think that's a much better way to do it because, like, the thing that I always hate about collectibles, and, like, every once in a while people give me crap when I bring it up, but it's like, if there's collectibles in a game, I'm going to look up a guide for it because I don't want to spend all my time searching because in a lot of things, it'll be like, let's go with Uncharted, like, because I made guides for Uncharted. I looked up guides before I made my guides. I made a guide. I have part of the second game done. I have like 3/4 of it, if not more, of the second game. Like actually, come to think of it, I may have lost all that footage. Anyway, or like the Sleeping Dogs ones, right? Like I think Sleeping Dogs had maps. Did they? Maybe. Oh no, the Sleeping Dogs you use when you did the date, you got them. But anyway, and it's always like boom right there. And I agree that it takes away a little bit of the fun of finding the collectibles. But like if you go with, let's say, Uncharted, right? The collectibles aren't even like there, if that makes sense. Like you go and you have the entire section, like the entire level, all of it, right from the beginning to the end, right? Oh, well, where the fuck is Olin?
I can get out of this.
Here. But like you have all of the level, right? Could be absolutely anywhere in there, and all you're looking for as you're running around through the level is a glint on the ground. And it's not like it's like a constant, like consistent, like flicker or anything. It's like an occasional bloop, and that's it. So like you could be looking right at it, and if you're not looking at it when it bloops, I mean, you're not gonna see it, right?
You'll have to show me how you do that trick one day. Aloy, you're a woman of your word.
Olin. Your family. I saw the threat from Helis. You have a wife and young boy?
If I'd have striven to keep them safe instead of all I've done,
This is your chance, Olin. That's why we're here.
I'll take it. A kinder deal was never struck.
They're being held close by?
Yes, the farmstead just beyond these rocks. I'll take you. That's it. Nestled against the spurflints.
Alright. But yeah, so...
Best not to think about the previous owners.
Too late.
But yeah, like, that's just, like, not... Like, it does take away the fun. Like, I've heard, it's like, oh, what fun is that if you just look at the guide? I understand that. It's not fun. But also, to me, like, it does take away a little bit of the
down
fun of
behind this
finding it.
rock.
But to me, like, there are games where I have found all the collectibles, right? Like, without a guide. But it's very rare because they're usually just so, like...
So this is it. I can't bear being so close, and yet...
It's almost over. How many Eclipse are we talking?
From what I've seen, a fair few. Well-armed and armored. Bowmen watching from the ridges. But there's no space for their machine demons.
You've been watching for a while? What's the best way in?
You think if I had a head for strategy, either of us would be in this mess?
Fair point.
We could storm the front gate, Osram style. Or take it from the sides, or the ridge above. Maybe you could get on the rooftops. Not me. I'm too heavy cast.
Should I do this alone?
I don't doubt you could. But with the Eclipse, there's always another blade at your back. So I'll watch yours if you'll let me.
Is he gonna get in the way? I mean, I trust him. We are saving his wife and kid.
Let's go.
You have my steel.
So let's just hope that he takes my lead and doesn't just go off on his own. But yeah, like you get games like Gears of War, I'm gonna say, right? Like you got the what the fuck was it? Oh god, there's a guy.
Not sure what that was.
Yeah, and we never will. You got the cogs, right? Like the cog tags. And while not the easiest thing in the world to find, if you look for the what is it, that one? If you look for it's like you see the symbol and then you know that there's one nearby, right? You sometimes right under it, sometimes not. And those levels are fairly linear, straightforward, right? So like the first time I played through those games, I did find a decent portion, not all of them, but a decent portion of the collectibles without a guide, right? And then you get games like... Not? Oh. Is he? Oh, he is too. He's causing a ruckus. Fucking hell. You know, I realize that he did give me the option to do that Osram style, but I mean, I didn't,
Bleed for the shadow.
I said come with me, and then I took the ridge, like, yeah.
Get down!
Frick. Yeah, now look at what you did. You got a fucker up there shooting. Where's the thing? Come here, you prick.
The sun can't save you now.
You good?
The outbuildings look empty.
So yeah, there are, you know, games where I'll go and do the collectibles, but the majority of them, like, it's just too time intensive. Like that, like when I play a game, that's not what I want to spend my time doing. Like I like a good little bit of collecting. And same with like grinding, right? Like I like a good little bit of grinding in games. Sometimes I'll start playing a game specifically because like I know it's a really grindy game and I just want like that repetitive, just, you know, bashing your head against the wall until the wall gives way, right? And sometimes that's what I'm looking for in a game. Most of the time not, though. That's generally not... Okay, where the fuck am I going? Find his family. I mean, you're right
This has
there.
to be where they're holding Olin's family. Bolted.
So like
Come
but
on.
the way this game does it, right? It gives you a general area, so you still go there and then you explore a smaller area. And I think that's a much better way to do collectibles, or at least like the maps, than it is to either just give you like the dead point where it is, because at that reason it like there's no point in doing it, right? Or just not telling you at all, because then you're just using a huge amount of your game time
my
just doing
wife, my child. Aloy, I owe you 3 debts deep.
Thank the sun. You found us.
I found someone who had the courage I hoped for in myself. It's she who deserves your gratitude. I've much to confess. I accepted a devil's bargain, and others paid the price.
And you think I don't know? I heard them talk.
You know there's always been dirt on my hands. Now there's blood too.
Take your son up in those hands. Come back to the claim with us.
You should listen to your wife, Olin.
But Hedis and his demons. I am honor-bound to help you, Aloy. With what little honor a dicer like me has.
Olin, whatever your debts, you don't owe them to me now. Go with your family. Show them you're a better man.
Farewell, Aloy. Your mother. I hope you find her before they do.
Probably not my mother, dude, but thanks. Still sticking with clone. Alright. So we found his family, which is good. Odds are he will be showing up again at the end to help us fight, which is also good. So I guess the next thing, yeah, see there's I guess there's only one new quest that, oh, whoops. I thought there was 2, but I guess there's just 1. So then we have the one to old acquaintances. And just whatever the fuck that quest is, and that's it, eh? So yeah, we are actually getting close to the end of the side content. And then generally, I'm going to assume that, just as in most open world games, if once we get focused on the main storyline, it's not going to take very long. It usually doesn't. It's usually a pretty quick bing bang boom all the way through the main quest line. I mean, you can beat Skyrim in like fucking no time at all if you really just bum rush it. I mean, even like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, it's like supposed to be like a 90-hour game. I imagine if you, well, although with that one you can't really just rush through the main story because you do have to stop and level up. Although I don't know how much you have to level up, considering that everything levels with you as you play, so it's a lot harder to tell. Yeah. What? Oh, I really should have made time to record this earlier. So I wasn't recording it at like 9 p.m. when the video comes out at 8 p.m. because when it comes out like that, that means that not only do I have to edit it after that before I get to go to bed, I have to wait for it to render, which usually takes 2 to 3 hours.
Here's the bridge Jira mentioned. Now to see if I... No telling how many people pass this way. But this was a man with a cart, so...
Okay, hang on. I need a refresher. What is this quest? The Rostrum alewife Jara seeks news about her husband who went missing on his way to Hunter's Gathering. That didn't help me. I still don't remember who the fuck that is or anything. Oh. Did I not? Am I following them the wrong way? Oh, hang on. Grab that. I actually started this with like full fucking medicine pouch and then like immediately jump off the cliff. Oh, I was going the wrong way. Alright, come here. Oh, nice. They're giving me these guys. What is this? I don't remember. Ram something or other? I don't remember. I like these ones though. These are probably my favorite mounts. Probably because like the Striders seem too basic and the Broadheads... Oh my. Oh my. Oh, that's fine. It's going this way. And the broadheads, I don't know, like their horns just stick out really far.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. What's around here? Someone's possessions. Gendarts?
Maybe.
There's goods scattered everywhere. And a little blood, too. Either he fell, or... There's enough blood to worry me.
Charger, that's what they're called. I would like to know what the fuck is shaking the ground like. Oh, there's a thunder jaw over there. It's awfully far away to be shaking the ground over where I am, though. Oh, whatever. 'Cause it wouldn't be fighting the chargers. Oh, I guess there could be regular enemies. Like, there are, like, humans that, like, bandits and shit that will attack the robots, so that
More
might
blood.
be... Oh,
Must have had time to bind his wound.
yeah, look at that, there's another thing. Look, there's another.
At least he's easy to
thunder
follow.
dog.
I just hope he's okay.
Yeah. No, I don't want to tag the target. Just the... Oh, do I actually have to, like, follow the trail of objects? So a couple glass bottles. Seems to be all that he's dropping.
The barrel.
Spotted.
This scent reminds me of...
Good.
Yes, Aaron's breath. That's also on brew. Did it roll downhill?
Maybe. Well, I mean, that wouldn't be downhill. Oh, okay, that was just his son. Oh, there he is, probably, right? Fender. You silly sausage. Get your ass down. Ugh. And don't mind my weird jumping. It's how I climb a hill. I learned it from the best of horses in Skyrim. Alright.
Am I glad to see you, stranger?
Are you Kendert? I'm a friend of Jira's.
Huh? I'm a husband of Jira's.
She heard you'd gone missing. I tracked you. What happened?
I was coming to join her. A sandstorm blew in, I sought shelter. It didn't work out. And here I am getting read as a Karja priest, my goods scattered in a herd of tramplers. There's only so much you can do to make me look less of an idiot. But could you get back my scrapper sap?
That would be the stuff down there with the herd of tramplers?
I'm not proud, I'm just a brewer, and maybe 5 bottles of that is worth more than I am to Jira.
Yeah. So I need to get 5 bottles of that, eh? What the fuck is it? Where's this engine? This weakness to terrain. Because, I mean, if I can get them from up here, which I should be able to with this bow. Ugh.
Hunt's over. Fight's on.
Oh. I thought it just like shattered his hind legs there. Stop running, please. I mean, you guys can't find a way up to me. We know this. Actually, the fact that you're grouped up like that actually just helps. Get it? Nope. Oh. God damn it. That is one thing about these machines. They don't fucking stop once they're startled, and it's a pain, and it's a giant pain. Also, that is a giant fucking cluster of champions. There it is. Now, I do believe that once you do take that out, they're fucking done. I don't think I've seen one survive without it. Is it processing unit? It just like burns to death. Hopefully. Anyway. Bonk. I also keep saying component removed, even though it's not. So I'm not. Maybe it's removing like the shit on their back.
Got you!
Nailed it. It's really the only way to take them down. I mean, I could go down there, I guess, and override one. I guess that would work too, but then, you know, I gotta call one close enough, then he has to actually get overridden. Maybe I will do that, because actually, come to think of it, yeah, there's grass down there I can hide in. Because the way that they teach you at the hunting grounds, because I figured the hunting grounds are more or less a tutorial on how to kill the different kinds of robots. That's more or less what they teach you to do with it is to, oh, maybe there is something. Hang on. I'm going to look at my notebook. But it's to tie it down and then take out the thing underneath it. It's processing unit. That's just all it is. It's just weakness is all. I thought maybe if you hit it with something specific, it would, because I could have swore there was something where like you hit it and it just like starts shooting fire out. Maybe if you just like damage it repeatedly instead of like instead of tearing it off, if you just like bust it or something. Like maybe that's what it is, and then just like start shooting flames out. Because I remember doing that a bunch with these guys. Oh my god, they don't stop at all. It's so annoying. Like, you have no idea. It's super fucking annoying. How they just like if you're in a position where there is no path up to you for them, then they just like never give you a fucking opening. Which, it's like, alright. You know, if we're facing like humans, then I could see them like going to take cover, but like these aren't humans, they're machines that are based on animals and that act somewhat similarly to said creatures. Like, it really doesn't make that much sense that they would like they're all went as far away from me as I could and then faced my direction, which perfectly blocks the majority of their shit. And like, look, every time they like start to turn sideways, like one bumps one and it turns it sideways. Like, it's, yeah. Hang on, if that is turned sideways again. Oh, I need to mark that one. So, nope, that one. Oh, I can't mark this. It's too far away. I think it's this one. And that didn't reach it. Of course not. Why would it? Yeah, I don't think this is going to be the way to go for it. It's way too, like that's the thing, right? Like, with how much damage everything takes, like knocking the pieces off is fine, everything, like it's all good. But then they added this mechanic, right? Where they're just sitting there super far away from me and I can't hit them with anything, right? Yeah, and then there he goes again. Nope. And it's just like, now it's just gonna like, because this here is technically the best tactic for me to take it out without overriding it, is to find a spot where they can't reach me and just ping them repeatedly, right? But at the same time, it's also, there he is. Did that work? No, just single explosion and then it burns to death. I could have swore there was a way to do it where it like consistent, like it keeps shooting fire out. Oh, I guess I could always go and do that as well. That would probably work. Let's try that. We'll see. It's risky though. I'm gonna go override one of the Thunderjaws. It's a very risky move though, mainly because it's not the easiest thing to get into a position to override a Thunderjaw. They're really tall. So, to get into a position where the Thunderjaw gets, where you actually get the option to override it, can be a little, like, it's very finicky. I think I managed it once, I think, to get into a position to do it. And I wouldn't necessarily trust myself to do it again, but it would be, I mean, honestly, getting that one over there, I guess, would be the easiest, or not easiest, but would be the more likely one to get me to the, or to get it over to the Chargers. Not Chargers, but Tramplers. It would be easier to get it over to the Tramplers that way, but unless the Tramplers were nice enough to just, like... Also, is that not where... No, that is where... It's just trying to leave me... Oh, there they are. Wow, did they all come back? Wow, alright. Alright. Well, that was a fucking waste of time. Because, yeah. Stupid Thunderjaw just killed the other Thunderjaw, did nothing to actually fucking help me. Now I gotta go over here, get one of these assholes. Hope the Thunderjaw makes his way back here and that the fight between one of these and the rest of them draws its attention so that it comes over to help. But we'll see. Do this. And when these things fight, I have to get the fuck out of here. Because, like, I'm gonna get super lucky here. Because, yeah, they have, like, a lot of charges, a lot of running. Oh, come on.
Snow.
Hey, you, look it, fight.
Prickles on my skin.
Look, fighting. Look. Thunder. Oh, look, explosion. How do you not notice any of this that is happening? It's, oh. No, he looked this way for, nope, he's not. Oh my god, look at all the explosions. Oh. Come on, you've got to be shitting me. I mean, everything that's happening over there, are you kidding? I think mine's just like repeatedly exploding in the middle of everything. Which, I mean, is a way to go, I guess. But, I mean, it's also a thing that they can also do. How did he do? I mean, it looks like he did something. I mean, not a huge amount, but... damage was done. That is the important thing. That is definitely important. Now I just find one that is the least damaged. Nope, I'm gonna grab that one. He's not going down. This one. Nope. Well, you come here. You're barely missing anything. Stupid job. Fucking asshole, just chilling over there. All the fighting like 10 feet away from him. I mean, he even looked over here a couple times. Can't tell me he didn't see shit going down. Jackass wasn't even gonna get close enough. But yeah, it's not good. Like, there are certain robots where it's like you can chill out next, like override them in the tall grass and then just stay in the tall grass and you'll be fine. Like, a good deal of them, but there are a few of them where it's like you don't want to do that. Like snap maws are like the big crocodile ones. They're about 50-50 depending on what else they're fighting. I mean, if they're fighting other snap maws, as long as the snap maw is like a little, like the one that you want him to fight is like a little ways away from you, it's generally all right. Because like he'll even if they start the long range fights, you know. Oh, where's he going? Are you gonna attack someone, or because I mean I see a couple that are basically dead. Come on. every once in a while, you know, you like get one of those robots and it's like oh, it has like no health left. I'll just, you know, boop it a couple times with my arrow and it'll die, and then it's like 5 arrows to kill it. Because yeah, if you don't hit them in a weak point, you do basically. Win this fight. Gather that. You're so focused on the fight with him. But you're also not getting close enough that I can do anything with you. There it is. Nailed it.
Faster.
Come on. Also, fucking overrode a Stormbird when I was playing last, right? Let me tell you, that is a long fucking... Like, the strength of it, like, the strength of what you're hacking, right, determines how fast you can do it. Or how fast it goes. Like, the Thunderjaw there, that actually, like, the Thunderjaw isn't bad. It's a long one. But, you know, also it's a fucking Thunderjaw. The Stormbird, though. Holy shit, is that ever a long hack? Like, there's absolutely no way you are hacking a Stormbird while other shit is around. There's just no way. Search the track. It's mostly decent shit. More. I mean, I get that it's some kind of alcohol, but I guess the name of the alcohol doesn't really have to make any sense in relation to what it is. I'm also guessing that if you don't have this quest, these trappers aren't here, because that's awfully close to that campfire. Although also wouldn't be the first time that I've like teleported to or fast traveled to a campfire just to like immediately be attacked, because you know there's things like right there. Oh, so let's see. So if I want to be a real piece of shit,
Low and quiet, does it?
do that. Stunned, which should hopefully let me get away. And then hopefully it won't just randomly decide to come directly at me, which, you know, to be fair, in this game, there's like a 50-50 chance on whether or not the thing that you just attacked and should have no idea where you are, you know, decides to come at you anyway. And goodbye. That's one nice thing about tramplers. Like, honestly, if that was any other machine after I overrode it and, like, it did its thing, I usually just leave them there because it's such a pain. Because, like, when they're under your control like that, they take a lot less damage from you. Also just realized I guess I had arrows left, but still. Man, target the right one. But then obviously after they've taken so much damage, they turn hostile again. Because that would be the game's way of you not just overriding a Thunderjaw, for example, and then just slowly taking your time, taking it apart piece
Huntress.
by piece. Like,
thank you. Oseram's finest, this stuff. Keeps you warm in a snowstorm, strips the grit out of a gear wheel.
Kendert, why did you set out so unprepared?
Hammer to steel of the matter is, I did it for love. When Jira said she wanted to leave the claim, I consulted with the Ilderman. I won't repeat what they said. You won't like it.
You've got me curious.
No, I've already dug myself a hole deep enough to swallow a Thunderjaw. It was my mistake not going with her. I've had time enough to see that. Maybe it's not too late.
You'll find her stocking up at Day Tower. Good luck.
Now do I go back to her? Yeah, talk to Gara. All right. Maybe this will ring a chime there in my memory of who the fuck it is. Guess I can just... I also like how, for example, like their fast travel points in this game are, I'm not gonna lie, little ridiculous with how many there are. I mean, like there's Day Tower, like any town or location is a fast travel point, and then like, so there's Day Tower, and then there's a campfire in Day Tower, and then there's a campfire like down the road from Day Tower, and not even like a ways down the road, it's like right fucking there. Like it's absolutely ridiculous the amount of fast travel points you can go to, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it leaves you a lot of options for, like, let's say you need, like, you decide that you want to hunt Thunderjaws for
at least she did it to honor
mods,
the men
right?
of her house.
You could very easily pick a Thunderjaw ground.
Won't find better wares.
Oh, this chick, I remember now.
Craftsmanship.
And like, chances are there'll be a fast travel right next to it. Then there's like a Ravager one a little ways away, so if you decide that you want a Ravager one instead of Thunderjaws, you could teleport to a campfire that's a little ways away instead.
Little Spark. Any sign of that man?
I found him, Jira. I think you two will have a lot to talk about.
I like a good story. And a good drink. It's why I'm good at what I do.
He's bringing you both. Kendrick wants to be with you. He regrets that he took the word of the... Ealdorman?
Women know their place in the claim, was their word. It's the Carja's son that bakes their brains and gives them such thoughts.
That's...
the tribe. He can't bear a grudge. It'd make you go mad. My silly man. Little Spark, how can I thank you? There'll always be a drink for you at Hunter's Gathering.
A woman now leads the Hunter's Lodge only because no
Sure,
men
but
were
we're not at Hunter's Gathering. We're at Day Tower. Where's Hunter's Gathering? Oh, is that this one up here? I don't actually know what the name of that one is. Let's see, we got about 10 minutes left or so. Pick up the quest and then end it, or just end it and start the video on the next quest, or go and get this. Did that take about 10 minutes? Let's go get that. No, because I had to fight. You know what? I don't actually have to fight those. So we'll go see if I can get to the viewpoint in the time limit. If not, I'll end the video here. So I'll just say thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you next time. And if the video, and if you're hearing this, that means I made it in the 10 minutes. And if you're not hearing this, then how do you know what I'm saying? All right. So last time I was here, you climbed up after the campfire, and there was, I want to say, a Ravager or two, some Scrappers, and some Plain Hogs. I should, in theory, be able to make it past. It's what's up this next set, a mountain there that slightly, I guess you could say, worried about. But as long as there's only one, I should be fine. Actually, no, that's right. It's not. It's like right here. What the hell did I just... Oh, right, because I'm at the campfire. So yeah, like right here, right? There's a Red-Eye Watcher there. There's a... I want to say there's a Ravager somewhere. Is that it? Or is that... I think that's the Watcher. No, that's just the Watcher. There's Glint Hawks fucking everywhere. Which is really the ones that you have to watch out for. Like, the Watchers are supposed to be the things that'll spot you, right? Like, that's what'll get you. But it's not. Like, the Watchers are fucking nothing. The Watchers are nothing, and you can see where they can see, you know? Whereas the Glinthawks, they're flying. They fly, which, as you can imagine, gives them a view that's a lot harder to get around. Ravager there, but as long as I go through here, I should be fine. I do have the upgrades that make me harder to detect when I'm crouched and whatnot. And on top of that, I got my stealth armor with all the stealth weave shit in it. Because I had all my, because you know, all the armor that you get is specialized, and then all I did was specialize it even more when I upgraded it. It's like every upgrade I put into something just involved upgrading whatever was already there, which is why I have a couple that have no upgrades in. I got one I think that has no upgrades in it because it's like I don't know what to put in it because it doesn't start with any it's not specialized to begin with, so it's like I don't know if I should try and specialize it, keep it more generalized or what, you know. I think I'm in the clear now. There's the starting point of the climb. So yeah, I spent time fighting. Well, I say I spent time fighting them. I spent time convincing the Ravagers that are down there to fight the other things. Turns out Glinthawks will kill a Ravager depending on whether or not the Ravager is slightly retarded. Because if he uses his gun, he can tear through them. But the one Ravager that I took over decided not to use his gun. So he got his ass beat. So yeah, Stormbird attack at the top. So that right there is about where I stopped.
Oh boy.
Because I was like,
I'm getting a feeling I've gone somewhere shitty time. This time, it was worse than I was.
It does seem to be the only one, which is a good sign, I guess. Maybe if I can get up this way. Ah, good. There we are. But yeah, like, check this out. Like, look at how slow this goes. Like, could you imagine trying to override this, like, in the middle of combat? Like, you would never fucking manage it.
No good.
Like, it didn't matter what else you were fighting. You would never manage it. But there you go, Stormbird on my side. So now my collectible is over there. So we will quickly go and grab that, and that's probably exactly where it is. Like I said, the vantage points, they're usually fairly obvious. Now I'm kind of wishing that I just continued. I didn't realize that like that would be it. Where it's just like, hey, there's a Stormbird to fight, and then it's just like, oh, well, I mean, I can just take it over, and then I don't have to fight it. And now if something else makes an appearance, and, you know, got fucking Stormbird, so it won't matter. Now I'm honestly kind of hoping that something else happens, because, just to see the Stormbird fight, because, like, the Stormbirds, I feel like the override for them is purely so that you don't have to fight them. Like, that's why you have the Stormbird override, is purely so that you can do exactly like I do and just pin them down and then not deal with them.
A pocket shit storm tour, day 10. So here's where I learned how the world would end. My second apocalypse in a year. Looks like there's a lot of construction going on now. Why would that be?
Okay. So yeah, something being built over there. So let's go check it out since we do have a couple minutes left in the video. We'll go take a look. See what's what. Go see if, I'm assuming that's going to be another Stormbird over there. But thankfully mine's still flying around, so hopefully that'll counteract it enough. I don't know how a Stormbird versus Stormbird fight is going to work. I mean, the Glinthawks fighting each other looks awfully bad. And I may not have actually been seeing another Stormbird over there. May have just been like this shit, like the way the shadow was on it. But yeah, I noticed that she didn't say the thing again because I was already up there. But she said how the machines seem to be even more territorial than they usually are or something, or less territorial because there's like a bunch of different ones there or something. I don't know. Something about how machines are territorial anyway. Oh, did I discover something? I did. Oh.
Toe's going numb. Keep moving.
Yeah, oh my. Alright, well. Huh. Interesting. So this has got to be something, right? Like there's no way this isn't like the end. Like this has got to be like where the end of the game takes place or something, right? Like there's no way that's not what this is. Oh, I can climb up. I don't know. Like honestly, with what I'm seeing right now, I'm shocked that it's letting me continue this far. I really hate it when she does that. Like, honestly, if this is the end of the game, I guess the fast travel makes it so I can very easily get back. But, like, I'm seriously amazed that it's letting me continue on through here like this. But at the same time, it's like, I don't actually know where I'm going, so... I mean, so far I've just been going up. Right? So, like, I think that's just a quick way down there. And this just is... So there was a path up, and I just climbed up anyway. Alright. Alright, so that looks to be it. I'm assuming that we'll be back here at some point near the end of the game. I'm not seeing another way to climb or anything, like, that might explain what the fuck any of this shit is, but... I'd like to like get onto there and like ride it up maybe. Maybe that'll be something I get to do. Maybe somebody lives here. I don't know. Oh. Well, that's why the thing was there, Aloy. Kind of wish there was an easier way a better way to heal, I guess. Like rest at the fire or something instead of just... Oh, maybe there is. But yeah, that'll be it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching. And I will see you next time.